Is it actually me? Am I actually recording this? I'm shocked. Oh no, I know you guys are shocked too. Like, I literally was not planning to film today. Past few months that I haven't been here. Actually, it's only been a month, but things occurred. A lot of things occurred. It was a roller coaster. It was a huge roller coaster. I didn't have any motivation at all to film. I was a complete wreck. This is why we're talking about this today. This is why I decided to do a get ready with me again, because I know you guys love that and I love doing these things too. I'm literally speechless. Like, I literally forgot how to talk in videos. I'm a complete mess and I can't even talk. I can't talk. This is not English, but whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna do a really quick get ready with me, a little chit chat, self-love talk today. And I started really quick on the video. Also, this is the spicy part. I did a poll on what do you want to know about self-love, or any tips do you want to give to the public, or just like, you know, questions in general about self-love, because bestie, I'm here and I got you some of the questions that I'm going to be answering today. So let's get started on the video. This is not a makeup tutorial. I'm like over here like talking like it's a makeup tutorial when it really isn't. But for future references, this is the moisturizer that I use. It's by Muji High Moisture Moisturizing Milk. So the nails is, I did not do them. I usually do my own nails, but this time I actually grabbed these at Five Below, $5. Literally look like they're salon nails. Like, go get the budget, sis. Let me tell you a little bit about what's been going on, and then I'll get right into the questions. So as you guys noticed, I've been away for quite a lot of weeks, and not gonna lie, I know I always talk about self-love here, about putting yourself first. These past few weeks, I've been very bummed out. I've been very, very much feeling like I wasn't worth it. And my self-esteem went down the drain. It's so bad. Like, I don't want to start tearing. That's how it really was. And I don't usually talk about my feelings because I'm just never that type of person. It really does suck because I've always appeared as a strong, independent woman that doesn't get in her feels at all. And my friends know me. Like, I've always appeared strong. I've always got my things together. I've always appeared as the extra girl that nothing tears her down or anything. Then when your life is completely like going down the drain, it's like, how are you supposed to manage that? Like, how? And it took just one person to do that, and something, obviously I'm not going to talk about that much because I don't want to get into detail. And if you guys are wondering, I no longer talk to that person. Definitely not, never again. It's like one thing that happens to your life can really destroy your self-esteem, and I learned my lesson. Very well learned, and I do not want to go through that ever again. That's mainly why I disappeared on YouTube, because I did not have the motivation. Every time I wanted to film, it never worked out. I would stay in my bed almost entirely the whole day. I didn't have any words to tell you guys of how I was feeling. I was so bummed out. I know my curtains look wrinkled because I haven't used them. I just haven't had motivation, or I didn't know what face to put on here. I'm usually the person to like, hey girl, like, keep going. But how am I supposed to do that when me myself, I don't know what I'm doing with my life? And of course, like, people are gonna say, well, you're a Christian, you know, you should be praying about that. When it comes to those things, not even prayer is in your mind, because you're completely like, you're lost. Your mental health is like done with. It's down the road. You don't know what to do. And that was like kind of me. I wish the person the best, but definitely away from me. I no longer want anything to do with that person. So that's basically what's been going on. Okay, but enough of that sad talk. Let's get straight into the questions, because we're not here to be sad. Whatever happened. It's in the past. You are a new you, okay? This is why, now that I have the strength to do this video, we're not gonna get sad. we're not gonna get sad. Screw that. Screw that. Screw the situation. We're beautiful, we're smart, we're independent, and we are strong. We're gonna get straight into the questions. No more sad talk, because everything in the past is everything in the past. God makes new things, and he has a bigger, stronger, and more beautiful plan for you. So no more sad talk. What is a number one rule that anyone should follow when it comes to self-love? Is be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. And that doesn't mean in your physical appearance, just mentally. Be kind to yourself. I know things don't work out always the way we want to, but if we have the kind of mindset where like, you know what, I did my best. I put all this effort and I did my best. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of the work that I've done. That is the number one rule that I can say. Be kind to yourself. So I went ahead off camera, take out the concealer that I had on my lips because I don't like having that. It looks like I have no lips. This is so cute. I bought it at Five Below. shopping, but nothing but shopping. As long as you know you tried your best, and that's it. And God sees the work that you've done. So screw everyone else, except like if it's like a professional job. Obviously next time just do better, but always be kind to yourself, because we're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes along the way, but by those mistakes we grow. Next question is, do you think you need confidence for loving yourself? 100%. Because you need to be confident in who you are as a person. That is when you start loving yourself. Being confident with who you are. Being comfortable with who you are. I didn't understand anything about self-love. Even in high school, I thought being cocky, being so full of myself was self-love. But no, it's not that. It's actually being confident and standing up alone. Sometimes it takes you standing up alone to something that you believe in, to something you stand for, and you standing alone and no one having your back. That is confidence. Picture this. Our Creator made us a certain way, for a certain legacy, for a certain purpose to leave on this earth. If you are confident in the fact that your designer made you that way, made you who you are, then you are going to start loving yourself. You're going to start loving the things that God has put in you, the qualities, the characteristics, the gifts, all the things that make you you. That is where self-love becomes part of your life. That's actually a really good question. Awesome question. And I'm so glad that I can answer that question, because before I would be like, oh, I don't know. But now I've learned a lot. And it also helps that if you read books about that. So I suggest you to do that. But right now I'm just like setting my face. Nothing new. So this question, actually the next question that I'm going to read, it falls into the thing that I was just explaining about cockiness and confidence. So this person said, there are persons who think self-love is a sin. Do you agree with this? I personally don't. And she gave me a verse, Matthew 22:39. So there is a certain limit where you start worshiping yourself. Like anything you do in life, like any accomplishment, any successful thing that you do in life, it starts getting to your head. And you start thinking that you're your own God. And it's something that really icks me. I understand the part where people believe that it's kind of a sin, but you just need to learn how to have your limit. New plan, guys. New plan. I'm so sorry. My phone is just acting very, very dumb, and I usually film on my phone, so. But we're gonna continue on with the questions. I did my eyebrows off camera. I can't really multitask. I'm like so bad at that. Continue with the questions. I know the background is chaotic. Christmas tree is still here. So if you guys don't know, I have 2 accounts. This is my main one, Gratitude. When it comes to self-love, you just got to know and learn your limit, because or else it could become very deadly. Also, another rule about that is that make sure that it's confidence, because when it's cockiness, that is where it leads you to no good. Cockiness is like you thinking you're better than everyone. And trust me, I used to have that mindset. Didn't get me anywhere. It just left me more insecure than ever. You have to learn the difference. Confident people don't make other people feel bad to bring themselves up. Confident people lift others. no matter what the circumstance is, they do not, absolutely not laugh at the fail of others or make them feel like they're not worthy. They lift you up. That's what confident people do. So if you want to detect the difference between that, that is where you can look. Confident people don't do that. They just don't. And this eyebrow is a lot sharper than this eyebrow. It's been the problem. Like, this eyebrow is always sharper than the other one. I don't know if you guys have the same problem, but I do. All the time. I do my makeup. This one doesn't, it's not filled in that much, so I have to fix this. But yeah, guys, that's basically what it is. And let's continue on with the questions. Okay, so this person said, yes, it's great to be confident and have self-love, but there's also a limit. Maybe on what the Bible says about self-love, to not have too much of it because it leads to pride, etc. It does lead to pride. And that was my exact problem with that. It led me to pride. It really does. And that's one of the things that I do not want you guys to go through this, because it's the worst. We'll read a little bit about what the Bible says about self-love. And I have to hurry up because I'm doing a lot more talking and less more get ready with me. But meanwhile, bronzer. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. Absolutely love this. And you're gonna see why. Like I said before, I can't really multitask. Something I have to work on. Okay, so let's answer that question. Okay, having a successful faith life is going to start with you learning to love yourself. God does not want us to go through our lives filled with hate, disappointment, insecurities about ourselves. God has created us perfectly in His image. When learning to love yourself, if you are not able to give yourself that love that you so truly deserve and need, how are you going to give it to another? And it goes literally with the verse that I just picked up right now, with Matthew 22, verse 37 to 40. Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. Second one is like, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as you love yourself. So this goes hand on hand on what you were speaking about. Because if you don't learn how to love yourself, if you don't learn how to talk nicely to yourself, you can't show others how to do that either. Just like the article literally said, God doesn't want you to hate your body. God doesn't want you to hate yourself, your whole self entirely. He made you a certain way and He designed you in His perfect image, and you should love that about yourself. You should learn to love that about yourself. Even the little tiny bits of insecurities you have, just learn how to, okay, right now I'm like this, but I can work on it. That is the kind of mindset God wants us to have. Too much of it can lead to pride, but we have to learn our limit. God wants us to love ourselves, love every part of ourselves. However, do not think you are your own God. Do not think that you do things just because of you just breathing. God is working through that situation. It's not owning you, so don't glorify yourself and don't worship yourself, because you are no God. You are not worthy of any worship. Having strong boundaries is one way to show ourselves love. I have worked countless with people who struggle people pleasing and settling boundaries. Showing up for ourselves in terms of what feels right and what feels wrong is a way of loving ourselves. I can't think of countless times I have allowed things and people in my life that were not good to me. This was not showing self-love. Having the boundaries and showing up for myself and what I believe to be right for myself, not allowing anything less, is one way I practice self-love. I have a more in-depth video about boundaries and I go more into the topic. If you guys want to check out that video, I'll leave it right here so you guys can check that video. That video is so good. It's so good when you're dealing with settling boundaries, standards, and all that stuff. It's really good. It all starts with you. And I'm not gonna tell you go out of your way and make others feel bad so it could consume your ego. No, we're not talking about that, because that is where pride gets in. That is where pride gets in, and we don't want her. We don't want her. She will destroy you. But books like this, Girl Defined, Girl Stop Apologizing, these books are so empowering for the women that want to find their purpose in life, want to find their legacy, or the legacy that they want to leave behind. These books are so amazing. And honestly, I was already thinking, even before I started filming, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a separate video on the books that I read for empowerment, for self-improvement, for your mental health, and how to be a strong, independent woman in this cruel world. And the real tea on what confidence is. We're not talking about, oh, I'm better than everyone, and this. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about standing up alone and no one having our back, but standing your ground. I will make a separate video, I promise, on what books I read for self-improvement, for my mental health, and my self-esteem. Because we need to grow that girl every day. Our self-esteem needs to grow every day. There is no way about that. But anyways, I have my cute purse here. You guys know the collection on Forever 21 with Hello Kitty. It's so cute. The purse. I hope I'm not dirtying this. No, I'm not. See how that changes your face? Like, this face is like, ugh. And then this face is like, I'm trying not to make ugly faces for the camera. But it's impossible. I'm gonna go ahead with my Cherry Coke X Morphe collection palette. And guys, look at this beauty. Amazing. I got this for my birthday. My sister actually bought it a few days ago for me. But it's so cute, and I'm gonna be using this palette. And the fallout, guys, is not at all bad. Like, nothing. And they're super pigmented. That was just like one dip. Don't let anything get to you. That's something I learned. Do not let people get to you. Do not let it. Even though I could say that now and be like a total hypocrite and let things get to me, but truly don't. Don't, because be confident in who you are. Doesn't matter the situation that you're going through. Be confident that you are beautiful, you are smart, and you can do better. You can absolutely do better. A lot of situations actually that they've told me, I don't know if I can move on. I don't know. You can definitely move on. If we put as much as time and effort on people we truly care about, and we put all that effort and time into ourselves, we can create the best versions of ourselves. No doubt. Like, everyone here would have their self-esteem up the roof, and no one would be dealing with insecurities. Well, maybe a little bit, but not entirely like that. That's mainly the reason why I haven't been filming. I've just been feeling like complete crap. And part of like what happened to me was like, that was a cherry on top on my low self-esteem. But you have to remember, you can either choose to stay down and not get up from the situation, or you could rather get up from the situation and do something good out of it. And I feel like this lesson that I learned totally helped me grow as a human being, helped me grow as my character. And now I know that no matter who comes into my life, I'm not going to be that available. No matter who I like as much, I know that my time is so valuable, and that I shouldn't be stopping what I'm doing for someone else. But guys, just like I said, don't let it get to you. Don't let it get to you. Remember that. You're strong, you're capable, and that's it. That is it. But I no longer want a type of relationship, like it could be any type, like friendship, any connection with that person ever again. I don't. One thing that I learned huge 2 years ago, and something that I've been doing, is that anyone that's not good for my mental health can leave. If you're not benefiting my life in any possible way, the door is wide open, and I will personally open a door for you. Like, no more wasting your time. You have to put your time on yourself, and you have to put time on people who actually benefit your life, who actually you can learn something about, who actually you can grow with the person. Like, no more meaningless friendships, no more meaningless relationships. If you guys are wondering, this is like my favorite eyeliner essence. Before the year ends, let's just have the positive mindset. I don't want to hear that person was like, unique and everything. Everyone is unique. Everyone is unique in their own type of way. Trust me, girl. You can do better. You can do better. You can do better. He is not the only guy in the world. I thank God for this experience, honestly, because he opened my eyes and he permitted this to happen, so I can know that that was not from God. That was not from God. As long as you know that you made a mistake and you're growing from that, you're good. But if you know you're making a mistake and you're going back to that mistake, therapy is calling your way. Because no, why would you want to go back to a situation that God took you from? Why? We have to think that people are temporary. Like I said, be kind to yourself. If that happened to you, or same situation happened to you, be kind to yourself. You didn't know any better during that time in the situation that you were going through. But now you know better. Now you know better. Now your eyes are open. And now you're like, you know what? This was a mistake. And heck no. Never going back there again. And that's it. You move on from there. And speaking of like this situation, I was not kind to myself at all. I was feeling guilty. I was feeling like I was the one that caused all this. Screw that. And it's even worse when that person makes you feel like it was all your fault, when it takes two. I was not kind to myself, and that's something I regret. I was not kind to myself at all. And that is one of the reasons why I lost myself. I didn't lose myself entirely because, I always had that self-love, the back of my hand, back of my brain. But I lost part of myself. And it's something that I don't want to go through ever again. I don't. Lesson learned, move on. I do not want to question it. Why it happened? Why this? Why that? No, don't care. I'm moving on with my life, and that's final. By the way, this is like my go-to lip combo. You guys know the drill. Always blot. See how much product that came out? Oh. It's important to blot. It's all about self-love. Learning to love yourself. That is the best thing you can do. I really like it though. I felt like I needed to do this video for a long time. It's just that I didn't have the motivation. I didn't have the strength to do this video. To sit down and talk about whatever was going on with my life. I didn't know how to react on camera without tearing up. Now it's like I can talk about it freely. I can talk about it without tearing up. I can talk about it with attitude. And that is when you know you healed. You healed completely is when you wish the person the best in their life and that it's over. It's completely over and done with. The mascara that I'm using that I absolutely love is the Essence Get Big Lashes. It's literally equivalent to the Essence Princess Lash thing. It's like a black bottle with pink print on it. I'm completely healed, and it didn't take me that long. And it won't take you that long when you know that you are worthy. It won't take you that long to notice that you are worthy of something more great than what you settled for. That is my get ready with me. Did you guys like the glam? I like it. Thank you guys for watching this get ready with me / makeup tutorial / self-love talk / me being emotional and going through my healing process. So glad that you guys stuck this long with me, having a little chit chat. Thank you for hearing me out. You guys know the drill. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, my 2 accounts. I'll put them down here. We can chat, we can talk. And if you guys want a part 2 on this self-love talk healing journey process, I'd be more welcome to do the video for you guys. But for the meanwhile, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one.